Hello, I'm Hayden, and in this video I will talk about my contribution in making four nations. So in this video, I will mainly talk about the division of labor in the making of four nations and my individual contribution in the making of this board game. So for the division of labor, we every one of us participated in brainstorming and designing the board game, such as the rules and mechanics, the concept, etc. And the graphic design is handled by IC, Usman, and me. And for the playtesting and the production of the prototype, uh, it is done by Usman, Dora, and me. And for the presentation of our board game, every one of us participated in the presentation, and each of us presented different slides in the presentation. So here's a few images of the prototype of four nations that we produced. So now I'm going to talk about my individual contribution in making four nations. And my main contribution is graphic design and producing the prototype, as I have mentioned. For graphic design, I designed the main board for the game as well as the scoreboard, which keeps track of the lives of the tokens. And I also produced a prototype for these two items. And you can see the images for the scoreboards and the main board for the game. So like I said, I am responsible for designing the board for Four Nations, and the game is themed around medieval times warfare. So I designed the board to look like a medieval battlefield, and I've added some elements such as the background, the trenches, the castle and moat to match the theme, as opposed to the simplistic design of the original Ludo. And for the scoreboard, we originally wanted to have a scoreboard deck or scoreboards that contains magnets to keep track of the lives of tokens. But it turns out we're unable to produce the scoreboards with this design, and we need a simpler design. So I went ahead and designed the prototype scoreboard that we are using now. So for the prototype production, I produced the prototype game board and scoreboards by printing the digital designs onto cardboard and cutting them out. So my contribution in the playtesting and improvement of the uh, Four Nations, the board game, is that as I am the one responsible for designing the board, I also worked on the design after the playtesting. So we originally gave Four Nations a simple route, but after playtesting the game, we concluded that the route made the game too simple. So I had to give it another design, which is the design we have now. So these are my group mates, and they're Arich, Debbie, Dora, IC, and Usman. And I have the links to their blog, which I will also include in the blog for this video. And this is the end of my video. Thank you for watching.